What's happening, TikTokers, on this grand day? I told you before, it don't stop. And this time we talking about some real shit, and that don't stop either, baby. So, let's talk about it. And so what I want to talk to you about while I'm dual purposing on this lovely grand day is the 242 families that the Pope and the Catholic Church owned. Because let me remind you, the Pope was the one that said it's good to have free labor or slaves as labor. He ordained it. The one from back then, the 1400s, you understand me? And so we're not going to get, politically correct, but this is paraphrasing. And a lady wrote a book about it, did a piece on it. She talked about how the Catholic Church may actually owe these 242 families. So there's 242 families, again, that they owned. And, well, they needed to build their Catholic church. And they also needed to save Georgetown. They had run out of funds. So they began to sell the 242 men, women, and children. These are families that they had promised to keep together, by the way. They separated them. As it was said, you could hear the screaming and the pleads and the begging as families were being separated. Babies crying, mothers crying, It was an atrocity that day, right? They sold the shit out these families, right? Now, you ain't never heard about it. I ain't neither. Again, 242 families owned by the Catholic Church sold to build it and save Georgetown. If you're Catholic, leave something down there in the comments if you know something about this. And if you don't, well, Google it. Because that lady was on NPR, public radio, spitting all the game one could handle. And, it's sad. It's sad. Because they even gave them people refuge as workers and worked the dog shit out of them, then turned around and separated them and sold them for personal gain. Who knew? Well, I knew about how the Catholic Church ordained slavery. I knew about that, So if we got any black Catholics in the house today, you might want to reconsider dealing with that. Because that one of them 242 families might have been your ancestors. You've been giving money to them, and they should have been giving money to you. Now, if that's not a reality check, then there's no reality to be checked for you. And I sure appreciate you sliding through. Have a great day. End of transmission.